Hi, I'm Steven.
I'm Fred.
I'm Maggie.
And you're watching
Word of Mouth.
I saw Hedda Gabler today. And I would have said Hedda Gabler up until I saw it in my Midwestern twang, but it's Hedda Gabler, as in what a turkey might do.
We're in the house of Hedda Gabler. It's Hedda Gabler and her husband, Jürgen Tolman. They've just bought a new house, and they're in the process of moving in and getting accustomed to it.
They have just returned from their honeymoon. And the residents are the maid, who has come from his maiden aunt. And neither one really likes the house, but they're trying to please the other, so they bought the house.
Hedda's character, she definitely is, there's a sarcastic thing about her, or like an aloofness. She's recently married, and already you can see that there's something going on with her. She's not really fully convinced. She has ulterior motives.
I think she had a serious case of buyer's regret over not marrying the other gentleman who appears in the play. I also think she has prolonged PMS because she's nasty.
She's like a 19th century mean girl. Like, she's just kind of a bitch, you know, and there's not a lot of redeeming aspects to her. So she's just unhappy from the very beginning. She's funny and sarcastic, but mean. There's
a lot of different men in her life. There are three in particular. There's her husband, there's the judge, and then there's Eilert, who is, I guess, a man from her past.
Eilert is her former love, who, because of his drunkenness and couldn't get it together, had to be rejected. But there is still a very deep passion between the two of them, which is revealed briefly in one of the scenes when he comes to call.
And then you got this judge character who's also kind of manipulative and moving the pawn pieces around. But it's just a lot of really unhappy people messing with each other's lives, and then pistols are involved, and, you know, just no good can come out of any of that.
I love Mary-Louise Parker. I'm like a fan of hers. I wasn't sure about if the delivery was right, but I still enjoyed it. Like, it seemed she had a sort of a very modern take to it, like she was living life now, where the other characters seemed like they were from the past.
Everything about her, just the way she carries herself, the way, you know, one of the things I think is so great, she's such a great actor when she sort of speaks in her little southern accent. She's really elegant in this, but also kind of droll and funny and smart and clearly conflicted.
Mary-Louise Parker wore the most beautiful costumes. And that, to me, was I hate to say this to Miss Parker, but that was the highlight of her performance for me. I thought her performance was too, no peaks and valleys. It was just like that.
I could definitely tell that wasn't the way it was written. It was a choice that they made. Whether it's like the right choice or not, I don't know. But I appreciated them for trying it out. And I'm probably, you know, I'm sure people might disagree, but I thought it was actually entertaining to me.
Michael Cerveris plays Jürgen, who I'd seen and I thought was spectacular in, like, Sweeney Todd or whatever. I've seen him mostly in musicals. It felt like he was in a musical, like the way he was acting and projecting and kind of owning the stage. Felt like he was in a different show, oddly, even though I think he's a very good actor.
I've read about him before. I've never seen him in anything. I believed him. He was convincing, and he was like entertaining and engaging. He seemed like he was really enveloped in that character, and that character fit him well.
I didn't care for him when he first came in. I thought, what the heck are you doing, and why? But then he got over that, or I got over it, somebody got over it, and I did like him very much.
I thought all in all, I liked all of the performances.
The language of the play, this new adaptation, is very simple. It's very simple to follow.
It was very accessible, but not like trying to make it too modern and like wink, wink. Like it felt of the time, but not, you know, you didn't have to struggle with the language.
The show looked beautiful. The production was beautiful. The stage was really simple, but the space itself architecturally looked really beautiful. It was simple. It looked believable. It didn't look like, you know, some chintzy set. The costumes were beautiful, and it was as grand as it needed to be without being overdone.
The production is very pretty. I thought that they staged it well. They have incidental music in it that I could have done without. And twangy things, and why are they doing that? Why do they do that? Just let the play speak for itself.
There's something about it that appealed to me. The humor sort of, it's funny. It's like, it's dry, it's sarcastic. She plays it in a really distant, aloof way. But there was something about it that I really enjoyed. I could almost see sort of my own sort of black comedy in that. And I think, you know, I don't necessarily think it's for everyone, but it was definitely my taste.
Mary-Louise Parker comes out, and she is so monotoned. It's a wonderfully sarcastic, humorous line, and God knows it's a heavy play. It would be nice to have some laughter in there. And you're not allowed to laugh, and these are really funny laughs, and I'm thinking, if I laugh, I'll stand out in the crowd, and that might not be good. But it was frustrating to me.
It's not that I didn't enjoy it. I mean, and again, Mary-Louise Parker, when she's above the title, you go to that play, and she's spectacular. She really is. She's so good in it. But like I said, it's not about her as an actor, because she's fantastic. It's just that the character isn't that compelling or likable.
Would I recommend it? I don't know. It's not a walk in the park. Not having seen another production, I can't compare it. I have nothing to equate it with. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I would say if you're a fan of Mary-Louise Parker and you're a fan of Weeds, this would be a really interesting play to see.
It's a tricky one, because like I said, I'd go see Mary-Louise Parker in anything, so I would certainly see her in this. And I think it's one of those important plays that someone should see. But I don't know that I would, you know, be telling my friends to run out and see it. I think there are probably other things that I might recommend first.
You know,
What?
when you forced yourself...
I didn't force anything. I gave myself to you. No, Hedda. No. Then why didn't you shoot me?
I should have shot you.
But you're a coward.
Yes, I am. More than you know, I learned.